This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
We start with breaking news at noon. A man is dead after being shot by St. Louis police officers. We're told it happened after the man led officers from the city to Imperial in a stolen truck. Police say the man started shooting at them. But first, the weather. We're in storm alert because of a severe thunderstorm warning in Washington County, Illinois. So let's get right over to meteorologist Jim Castillo. Hey, Jim.
Yeah, hi, Mark. Most of us are dry. That was a shot of Lambert where things are really calm, but it's just this cluster of storms we're watching in south central Washington County kind of flared up. Let's take that radar and show you where that activity is moving into. So, Nashville's included in on this warning. So just within minutes here, you might experience some strong gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour as it moves northeast at about 25 miles an hour. And then we're also watching possibly this moving into Jefferson County, Illinois, and also watching southern Marion County. Again, some hail with this is very possible. Let's go ahead and advance this and go in a little bit closer here. And you can see a Pilot Knob to Bold in Illinois and even in Nashville. Some thunder, lightning, heavy rain, and that potential of strong gusty wind and downpours. So we'll be watching this as it tracks on to the northeast at about 25 miles an hour. Not expecting a wide, severe weather outbreak today, but just watching again our southern counties where we've had this flare up of showers and storms. I'll have much more on our forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Now to breaking news in Jefferson County, where a police officer shot and killed a man during a shootout. We've been on that scene all morning. Police just finished updating us. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer is live in Imperial now to update us on those latest details. Diamond.
Well, Mark, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department, as well as St. Louis City Police Department, has been in and out of this crime scene for nearly 3 hours. I want to step out of the way so you can see a little bit of what detectives are doing now. So just before we came on air here at noon, we actually saw the medical examiner van pull into Westward Trails apartment complex where we are now. At this moment in time, the suspect's body is still here on the scene, but we want to get right to some video. 5 on your side was the first to get this video here on your screen from a neighbor. She captured the moment the police pursuit came inside of her apartment complex. You can see a red Ford truck speeding down the street with police closely following behind. So here's what we know at this moment in time as we come on the air. The police pursuit started just after 7 a.m. this morning when many of you were heading to work. Police tell us St. Louis City police detectives from their anti-crime task force spotted this red Ford pickup truck and pursued it on a chase through the city, through the county, and eventually ending at Westward Trails Apartments in Jefferson County. That's Imperial where we are. Police say the suspect fired shots at them first from a county highway, but then when he got to this apartment complex, police say the suspect exited the car with a gun in his hand, and St. Louis City police fired the fatal shots. We are told no officers were injured.
There's no other word other than to classify them as heroes. These people are out there every day trying to make our community safe. I think that needs to be important to recognize and acknowledge the risk that they are taking to keep our community safe.
Now, police do tell us there was a woman also inside of that red pickup truck. She has been arrested, and we know that the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is leading this investigation, but St. Louis City Police Department says there are multiple detectives being investigated, a part of their administrative investigation. We'll continue to keep you updated here on this breaking news all day long. Reporting live here from Jefferson County, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Also breaking at noon, Mayor Tishaura Jones officially faces a challenge. Just moments ago, St. Louis Alderwoman Kara Spencer announced her campaign to challenge Jones for the city's top job. In an email to her supporters, Spencer writes, "Despite hundreds of thousands of federal COVID relief dollars, our roads are in terrible shape. People still don't feel safe in our communities, and we're losing population at a record pace." Spencer lost to Jones in the race for mayor in 2021. Jones kicked off her re-election campaign 1 week ago. A shooting outside the St. Charles Convention Center leaves 1 person dead and 2 injured. It happened around 8 last night in the parking lot near the Embassy Suites Hotel. Officers arrived and found a car crashed into a tree. Police say 19-year-old Terrell Pete from St. Louis died there. 2 others were also shot and taken to the hospital. Police say they located persons of interest. As of now, there's no word on what might have led to the shootings. New at noon, honoring police officers who've made the ultimate sacrifice. The St. Louis Police Department hosted its 38th Memorial Breakfast this morning. They recognized the 166 officers who've been killed in the line of duty. St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore served as the keynote speaker at the Grand Ballroom in Union Station. Also new this morning, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is in the Metro East to help celebrate the opening of the new Madison County Transit Building. The 27,000 square foot building in Pontoon Beach puts all transportation staff in one place. It also has updated video surveillance and security technology. Area leaders and residents from several communities are joining together, hoping to cut down on crime. 5 on Your Side's Brent Solomon explains how they'll look at trends from other cities to see what might work here.
When crime strikes, it's never welcomed.
We want to see crime diminish.
Cynthia Daly of Safe Connections works to prevent domestic violence and to steer young people away from it. She's reacting to a regional initiative called Save Lives Now. Under the leadership of St. Louis Mayor Tishaura Jones and St. Louis County Executive Sam Page, a group of community leaders and neighbors want to reduce shootings and homicides by 20% in 3 years.
Realistic?
I think it is. I honestly do. I think it is. I think it's going to take all of us working together to accomplish that goal.
Kansas City and Baltimore, 2 cities 5 on Your Side traveled to last year searching for solutions, now serving as a catalyst for change here. Local leaders are looking at those cities, as well as Chicago and Philadelphia, to see what worked to deter criminals, using what's called cognitive behavioral therapy and street outreach tactics.
It may be successful here in St. Louis and it may not, but you won't know until we try and assess those options.
Page telling 5 on Your Side ahead of the meeting, those who commit crimes are not thinking about that invisible boundary they may be crossing. While the boundaries officially define our communities, they cannot define our response to crime. Danley wants to make sure the group's ideas lead to action.
It's going to be incumbent upon those that are brought to the table to have a plan for implementation and actually follow through with it. See what works, what doesn't, but we can't give up because this is our community.
The group will consist of police officers, lawmakers, and everyday people. Mayor Jones says since violent crimes are committed by a small percentage of the population, she wants to use, quote, credible messengers who can earn their trust. A judge in St. Louis could rule at any moment on whether this convicted killer should be released from prison. Christopher Dunn has been in prison for more than 30 years for killing a teenager in 1990. The city's circuit attorney says the case hinged on the testimony of witnesses who state and defense attorneys now call unreliable. The Missouri Attorney General's office is arguing against releasing Dunn, saying he was the gunman. No word on when the judge might rule.
Stop me up. Stop me up, I'll never stop.
A major concert announcement today. The Rolling Stones will make a stop in the Ozarks this summer. That's right. The Stones announced they're extending their Hackney Diamonds tour and will play the brand new Thunder Ridge Nature Arena July 21. Tickets go on sale next Friday, the 31st. The new arena is located in Ridgedale, Missouri, just south of Branson. It opens this Saturday with a show by country star Morgan Wallen. Still ahead, chaos as severe weather disrupts a rally in Mexico, plus the latest on the recovery efforts from the tornado-ravaged city of Greenfield, Iowa. Plus, the federal government going after Live Nation, saying it has too much influence.